Hello everyone and welcome to my guide to avoiding the first corner carnage that takes place in 3-lap races on F1 2011. None of these methods are completely bulletproof, but they are pretty good and better than just charging for it like you normally would. So my first method is for starting at the front. When starting at the front, I suggest you use lots of KERS. In fact, use all your KERS if the pit straight is long enough for you to do that. Use as much as you can. I'm starting P2 in this example. I just blitz the KERS. I've used 4/5 of that bar. Got myself way ahead. I'm into P1. Got myself into the first corner first. Through the first corner before anyone else has managed to get to it. And you're away, and I'm 6, 7, 8 car lengths ahead of the rest of the pack, all because I just blitzed it off the line. Here's another example. Suzuka on pole this time, just blitzing the KERS off the bat. You just gotta run. You just run. You could stop and wait for the entire grid to pass you if you're that desperate to avoid the crash, but that's boring, isn't it? I'd rather poo my pants than do that one, frankly. That's just not real F1. And here's another example. Montreal, short run to the line, and I'm using half my bar of KERS to get there first, get through the corner first, through the corner before anyone else can arrive. Obviously sometimes you do get collected, but that just happens sometimes. So my next technique is for starting at the back, and it's the complete opposite to the last one. You want to use no KERS, stay behind everyone else. You need to stay as far back as you can for after the first few corners. Let everyone else battle it out in front of you, and you just slip through. You'll see here I'm behind the mass of cars that are trying to get through the first corner behind. They're all spinning off. There's carnage everywhere. There's a car out there, and I've got myself up into P3. There's still carnage going off. You see there's 2 cars there just taking each other out, and I've managed to get myself up into P2 now from 14th out of 15th in the first few corners of Valencia. And obviously the big advantage of me using no KERS, staying behind everyone, is now I've got a full bar of KERS that I can deploy to get past this Williams. And you'll see I go past this corner now. He probably, because most people use it off the line, he won't have it. I have it, I deploy it, I leave him for chips. Thank you very much. And I take the lead and win the race. But obviously, here's an example of it not working. As I've said, none of these methods work all the time. Here's just an unfortunate, I haven't touched the KERS button, I'm getting caught. And, it's just a sandwich, isn't it? It's just a Mercedes sandwich. Not the healthiest kind, and it sends me wide. So starting in the middle, arguably the worst place to start, and my main tip here is to just go wide. Just do not even try and hit that apex, just ignore it completely. Lots of people try to take this corner how you take every other corner, and that's normally where the kamikaze comes from, because people charge for that apex, massive amounts of contact, and just avoid the apex. Sometimes you can get collected in the crash, but there's not a lot you can do about that. It's just every lobby's different. You'll see a great example here on the apex to the right of the screen. Massive accident just there in shot, and I go all the way around it and I think I get myself into be a P4 after that. So yeah, P4 I'm in when starting near to the back. But like I said, not completely bulletproof. Same track, similar position, different lobby. Just one of those lobbies. There's carnage going off everywhere. It's a bad lobby when there's a HRT spinning out before the first corner. I go wide. I'm getting smashed. There was a big accident there, which I did actually avoid, but I have got myself a penalty, so it hasn't worked in that occasion. I got a penalty for something or another, and despite that, I still got myself up into P3. So it was still all right. So if you've got any better tips, please put them in the comments section. If not, thank you ever so much for watching. Goodbye.